Good morning, it's Friday, everybody's favourite day of the week, and I know what you're thinking. No, it's not your favourite day of the week because it's the weekend tomorrow. It's your favourite day of the week because it's our colouring show on a Friday morning. This has fast become one of the most hotly anticipated, one of the most looked forward to, I'm making words up here, but you know what I mean, the show that everyone talks about all week. And what I love more than anything about this show is how interactive it is. So if you want to come and be a part of our show today, I want you to send us your pictures. The absolute best thing you could do today is go and get your colouring pencils out and colour along live with us, because what I'm doing today, I've decided that we're going to do our Aquablend pencils. Now, we did our Aquablend pencils 6 or 7 weeks ago, which is enough time for all of you hardcore fans who watch all of our shows to get yours delivered and have a little bit of a practice. So if you've got them, if you've had yours delivered, or if you already had them, get them out. We want to know in the comments. We want you colouring along with us, and we want some pictures. Isn't that right, Joe?
Oh yes, please get your pictures into a studio@craftscompanion.co.uk is where you need to send those. I'm expecting some good ones because you've had, what, 6 weeks to master a lot of these techniques as well. So we're hotly anticipating some amazing pictures. Talking of amazing, we've got amazing deals on the show, which I'll run you through for those of you that maybe still don't have our colour blend pencils. But do you fancy whetting our appetite, our crafty appetite, Sarah, to some of the things we're going to see coming up in this show?
Oh, absolutely, because the watercolour look is absolutely one of my favourite looks. And do you know what? Watercolour pencils are one of the easiest mediums to work with. You've heard me talk about this. Our watercolour pens and pencils are so easy to master to get this beautiful watercoloury look. Or you can start and mix and merge all of your colours like this to get this sort of shade. They are fabulous for landscapes, and I'm going to be doing some landscape colouring during the show. Whether it's landscapes, whether it's pictures like this, or you guys know how I love my florals. Florals and butterflies are like my two things. I'm going to teach you how to get this sort of, you know, like an ombre effect on your florals. It's Christmas coming soon, so I thought I'd throw a few little Christmas cards in there to give you a bit of an idea. Look at this wonderful shading and shadowing under here. We're going to learn all of this today. I must tell you, in fact, I've got loads to teach you today. How absolutely gorgeous is this look? I mean, honestly, your watercolour look is fabulous. Now, what I would say is, remember, every one of these shows, we do a free download to accompany it. Isn't that right, Joe?
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone can grab the free download, designed to work beautifully with whatever colouring medium we're bringing you that week. So details across the bottom of your screen, crafterscompanion.co.uk /slush. Oh, I'd love a slush. It's nice and warm here at the moment. /colour-me-happy. Go there, download it, get it printed out, and get colouring along with us. That is what we really, really like to see. I want to just quickly whiz you through the sort of couple of main deals that we've got on the show today. Now, the starter kit is the first one. This is a kind of dip your toe in, try me kit that we've got for you on the show. And what you're going to get in here is you're going to get your primary. So you're going to get all of these colours that you're seeing here, your primary colours that are going to be great for maybe mixing new colours. They're all the essentials that you need to do a really vast array of different projects. So that's all of those that you're getting in here. You're also going to get the watercolour pad included as well. So you've got 20 sheets there on the Spectrum Light watercolour pad. You've got 2 of our beautiful unmounted rubber stamps in here as well. So within this starter one, you're going to get Cherry on top, and you're going to get Butterfly Meadow, and we're going to give you the Pebble waterproof dye ink in there as well. So that is absolutely a great kit for you to get started with, and the price is amazing. £35 or $49 to get you that. However, I know what you super fans are like though, because a lot of you say, oh, well, that's great, Joe, but we want a bumper kit. And that is exactly what we've got for you. The full complete collection is everything that you're seeing right here. So it's everything that came in the initial collection. So you've got the primary, you've got the watercolor pad, you've got the stamps, you've got the ink pad as well, but then you've also got all of these extra colors. It is a full collection all of your florals in here. And of course, these watercolor pencils are just fabulous for doing florals. You've got all of your naturals within here as well. So great, especially for things like seascapes are wonderful with this, and all the essentials. In your essentials, you've got things like your skin tones, you've got those grays and browns. That is going to give you absolutely everything. It is a full collection. You've got the stamps you need, you've got the ink pad you need, you've even got something to stamp onto. £85 to get the whole collection is amazing value for money. It's $115 if you are in the US. That is a 40% saving, and I'm hearing you're already going for the large collection. I know that the large collection is going to be the one that you guys love today. Loads of you saying hello. Kirsten saying hi from Germany. Jane saying hello as well. See Evan, Nancy, Robin, Ray. Now, if you've got these pencils and you've got questions, let me know. Or maybe you've got a burning question about these pencils generally, then of course the comments are where you need to send those in to me over on Facebook. What was that? How much has gone? Wow. Already 10% of this big collection is sold out, and we're a few minutes into this show. We're going to have a very, very busy Friday, as I know we always do. Don't forget to get your pictures in, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Don't forget as well about the free download. Get your order placed, get this downloaded, and remember, if you're ordering these today, this will live on Crafters TV pretty much forever, so you can go back and watch it once your product's delivered. Also, if you've got friends on Facebook that you think that might enjoy our Colour Me Happy show, you can very easily share the feed, and you can set an alarm within the feed so you get a notification every time we go live. Right, I know there's a lot to get through. I know Sarah's keen to get started, so I'm going to hand you back over.
I'm raring to go. I've actually just picked up a couple of pencils out of that starter kit, and I've got the free download. So the free download this week, just so you know, we've got this gorgeous set of sunflowers. We've also got some lovely little sets so that you can print these out and place them together, being designed by our lovely Sarah. A lovely background piece. Now, yes, I've printed this out really, really big, but you could print this out even smaller. Same with the next one. These would look wonderful printed out smaller onto the front of a card. So we've tried to do some card making ideas, but I've printed them out at full size so that I can show you a little bit of blending technique. Now, I'm on just one of these flowers. I'm going to see if I can get you really zoomed in on just the flower, okay? And what I'm doing is I'm starting and I'm working with an orange and a yellow. Now, these are actually printed just onto our stamping card, but what you can do even better, if you get our watercolour card that's in the show, you'll start and see the fantastic results that you could get with all of these. Now, the pencils are nice and smooth, so I'm just laying down a little bit of that colour, and I'm going orange and yellow, can you see? And then a little bit behind where we'd have the orange, putting in a little bit of shading here, and then blending out to that yellow. So you don't have to be an expert, you're just colouring in, but can you see? You can see where the orange ends and the yellow starts. This is where you come in with just a little brush. So can you see I'm going to get some water on my brush, but then I'm going to take the excess water off onto my hand, because what you want is a damp brush, not a wet brush. So it's just a little bit damp now. And then as I start and just go over with that brush, what it does is it breaks down all of that gorgeous pigment and start and blends it together. So now you can see where I've worked on here, you can't see where the orange ends and the yellow begins. So it gets you that lovely ombre effect from one moving into the next. And this is why I say watercolour pencils, Joe, are the easiest for anybody just starting out, because as long as you've got a great quality watercolour pencil, you're going to be able to get this perfect breakdown of colour. Now you can't see at all where orange ends and yellow starts, because you've got pure colour pigmentation on here. Now, what I'm going to do as well is I'm now going to take a little bit of red, but because this is wet, what we can't do is colour onto the wet part now. So if you want to add a little bit of extra shading, what you do is you're going to take your slightly damp paintbrush, pick colour up directly from the tip of the pencil, and then just add some little red bits in. So can you see it? It's like paint now, but people are frightened of paint. People aren't frightened of coloured pencils, because anyone can use a coloured pencil. So all I'm doing there is picking up some of the pigment from my coloured pencil and adding in an extra colour. So this is how, if you ever want to go back and add another colour to what you've done, you can easily add and deepen the colour. So I was looking at it and thinking, oh, that orange isn't quite deep enough. A little bit of red into there will make all the difference. And that just takes me on just talking about the actual pencils themselves. Now, there's different qualities when it comes to watercolour pencils. So let me just explain. Within our pencils, our whole ethos here at Spectrum Noir is that what we're going to do is you're going to be able to get artist grade products but at crafter quality prices. So to put this into perspective, I'll get the details on the screen for you for that starter kit again, because that starter kit includes the primary pencil set. Now that's 24 pencils for you, all artist grade watercolour pencils. Now if you went into an art store and tried to buy artist grade watercolour pencils, you couldn't buy a tin of pencils for the £35, $49. You would be spending close to £50 for a pack of 24 artist grade pencils. And when we talk about artist grade, what we're talking about is that very high pigmentation of colour. So within each pencil, here's what you've got. You've got some of the actual colour itself, some of the pigmentation, and then to bind it all together, you've got like the binders that come with it. And quite often, because the pigmentation is very expensive, the cheapy watercolour pencils then get padded in with loads of other stuff that are called fillers. So things like talc and crushed down sawdust, small dust particles. So you've got a little bit of the pigmentation, load of the filler, all held together in the binder. Now that's why if you pick up some kiddies watercolour pencils that are really cheap, for example, and you try and colour with them, they're very scratchy on the paper, and you take a water brush to them and they don't blend and merge together. However, with these, you've got almost pure pigmentation, so that when they break down, let me just bring that one in again. When they break down, you'll see you're left with none of the scratchy stuff. They're very smooth in their lay down, but then you're going to get that perfect blend from one to the other. So I'm going to show you a last little bit with this one here, and then we're going to crack on. I'm going to show you a couple of the other things that we've got in the show before I start and get into some of my more advanced demos. This was just like the introduction bit for anyone who's a complete beginner. So here we go again. Going to pick up a little bit of the water, and I'm going to just blend all this down. That's what I love, is all of this where it breaks down into one base colour, and it's like a very, very intense, beautiful orange, and you'll see the intensity of the colours as we break them down. So that's what we're going to be spending the next 2 hours learning all about, is the special properties of these pencils and how they're going to break down and give you a lovely finish. Now, a couple of things I want to show you before we get started is when I did this show a few weeks ago, I actually sat the night before and did a little bit of colouring and put a little video on Instagram actually, and it's brilliant for you to see. Have a little look at this. What you'll see is, again, this is speeded up. I'm putting down that first base layer of colour. So a little bit of one, little bit of the next one, and can you see it looks you can see the colours together. Soon as you add that little bit of water, look how it all blends together nicely and gives this absolutely gorgeous finish. And this is me sitting in front of the TV. No word of a lie, Joe. I was sitting here. I had my lap tray on my knee. I had my phone clocked over the side so that you could see it, and this is literally recorded on my iPhone, as you can see. Not very good lighting. It was back when the lights weren't quite as light, but I wanted you to see how a little bit of colour, because of the high pigmentation in these pencils, it gives you such a perfect blend of colour. These are the sort of things we're going to be learning about today. So that was the first thing I showed you. And I have to do a shout out to my little boys who are watching today as well. You know they watch every week, but guess what they've been doing this week? Not just colouring in. Those of you might remember last Friday, I did this tutorial over on my Facebook page for Mind. So I taught everyone how to make these wonderful 3D flowers. Well, the boys spent some time yesterday. Have a little look at this. They were making, well, I say the boys, it was more our Oliver. We didn't have any coloured paper at home, so we got some white paper and was doing some colouring and putting them together. And I came home last night and he said, "Mummy, I've made you some flowers to put on your show." So I've got my very special flowers that our Oliver's made me to go on my show, today. So if you're wondering why my set here is looking very nice and floral today, that is courtesy of my fabulous son Oliver and the gorgeous flowers that he made me. So yes, right, so that's my introduction. Joe, I'm going to get ready for my first proper demonstration, and I'm going to be using the starter kit that we've got. But yeah, I'll let you give everybody a heads up on what's going on.
Absolutely, loads of you commenting away, loads of you joining us already, hundreds of you watching just on Facebook alone. Lots of people saying that you've got these already. Angela has them and loves them, will be crafting along. Barbie has sent me some words of encouragement. It says, don't worry about putting all the wine bottles out next week, Joe, because we've all been on lockdown and the bin men understand apparently. So that's made me feel a lot better. Thank you for that, Barbie. We are getting really, really busy, both on the big collection, which I'll take you through again in a second, but we do have a couple. I've already taken you through the starter kit. I've already taken you through the full collection. We do have a couple of other kits for you as well. So these have been put together by Sarah, and we've got a boys kit and a girls kit. And the reason we've done that is because the primary, this kind of will contain the kind of colours that the boys are going to love, because they're going to be wanting to colour things like, you know, superheroes and all of that sort of stuff. And absolutely, well, girls can colour those as well, but we thought this would be a great one for the boys. So this would maybe be a great care package. Have you got a son that you're not seeing, or a grandson, and you want to send this out to them and you pay for it? Absolutely, we can do that for you on the website. So we can send you the invoice and we could send this to someone else. What a lovely little gift to let someone know you're thinking of them.
Yeah, I'll just add into that as well, Joe, actually. So obviously my kids have the benefit of me being able to bring home all these top quality artist products. So whereas they had been doing all of their colouring in with the cheap felt tip pens and the cheapy coloured pencils previously, since I've been doing these Colour Me Happy shows, I've been bringing all the product home. And even though my kids are only 3 and 6, the level and quality of their colouring in, since they've been using proper quality products, is off the scale. And the Aqua Blend pencils are the best ones. If you want your kids to use colour pencils, these are the best ones to start with, because they're so nice and smooth. And if you then want to get them to go on to the next level, give them that little water brush and they can start and blend the colours together and get a proper watercolour effect. So if you are wanting to progress, even kids as young as 3, I've found have been doing, well, our Charlie has been doing a brilliant job with these.
He's also been doing a great job on the piano as well. Check out Sarah's Instagram for that. Now we also have a girls collection for you as well. So this one is the florals. So this one here, exactly the same. What you're getting here is you're getting a full set of the pencils as well, and you're getting the watercolour cardstock. £20 is a great try-me price. Also a great gift price, I think, or $27. Very, very busy for them. Remember, the best way to get the best value is to get the big collection, and I'll take you through that again in a few minutes. Oh, can I just give you a heads up first as well about the alphabet stamps that we have on the show for you. Now, we've done something really special here as well. We've actually made them, we've gone European, if you will. So we've got the 4 extra Germanic alphabet stamps within there as well. I'm not going to try and pronounce what those letters are called.
Umlaut. One of them said, I heard someone saying umlaut.
I think
before.
Is the umlaut the 2 dots above the letters?
Yeah.
Shall I message my German friend and see if he can explain it to me? Because my German friend Dan that lives in Berlin, maybe he could let me know. But
Good
you've got
idea.
all of those in there. 20% of the stock has gone. If anyone's watching from Germany, let me know in the comments. Would be a great way to go. £31 or $41 for those. But these make beautiful projects, don't they, Sarah?
They're my favourites. I love to colour with these. So I've asked them to put them on the show. I can't believe 20% of them have gone. And I'll just add in, that is the last of the stock we have available as well. So whether it's just monogram, one-off, big letters on here, or whether you want, oh, look at this one here. I mean, come on, this is absolutely gorgeous. Or these are nice if you can do like little alphabet books. So can you see, you've got this with my name on here now, and they're wonderful to colour. You're going to see I'm going to be doing quite a lot of colouring with these over the course of the show, because I absolutely love them, and they are perfect to do with your watercolour pieces. Look at this. I'm going to show you this watercolour effect a little bit later as well. We're going to be doing, I saw this and I like this, but this is Mum. I call my mum Mam, because we're up in the north, so I'm going to do a mum card for my mum later on in the show. So those alphabets are gorgeous. They are better than half price, even if you just take into account the regular alphabet. Then we've thrown in the extra 4, just because we've got a lot of European people watching. So I wanted to make sure that these are the sort of ones, when it's dies and that, you can easily add on the umlaut bit, whereas when it's a stamp, it doesn't work unless you've added them. So we've taken the decision, we're just going to send everybody those so that everyone's got them. So it's a fantastic collection.
But don't overpromise, Sarah. Not everyone that gets their order in before they sell out, I think is what you
Yes,
needs to be the
yes.
caveat right there. I just want to take you back through the main collection because I know you were talking about artist grade pencils and what you can pay for artist grade pencils out there on the high street or in the stores or even online, you know, wherever you are. And I just wanted to break down the value that is in this main collection because remember, the Buy the Show collection is the one that everyone seems to be going for at the moment. In here, you're getting 96 pencils included in here. So it's £85. I'm going to work it out in pounds for you. Now, subtract the cost of the extra bits that you get in here. And these are extra bits that you would have come back and bought anyway. It's not like we're giving you a free traffic cone with some pencils. This is stuff that you would have come back and got anyway. So the extras come to £24.96. So take the cost of the extras off. That means for the pencils, all you're paying is £60.04 for the pencils. Per pencil, that works out to 62p per pencil. That is absolutely off the chart amazing value for money when you consider that you're getting artist quality pencils within there.
Which should be £2 to £3 a pencil.
Absolutely. Absolutely, they should. Now, loads of you saying, oh, order the stamps. Oh, Kirsten, you know, Kirsten from Ida Oberstein, she's been in touch. She says it's called Umlaut, and only Germans haste that, I think. Only Germans have that. Yes, I do think it is. I wanted to know what is the one with that looks like the B, looks like a cross between an S and a B with a tail on the end. That's the one I need to know the name of as well. So let me know that. Oh, Ramona's saying hi from Germany as well. And Barbie says, Sarah, that she loves so much from all of these shows, but I love the colour shows especially. Also, Lynn says the video of Charlie is absolutely brilliant. He is just so adorable. You've got lots of fans, Charlie, if you're watching. Maybe we're going to start you a Charlie fan club.
You look funny, Joe. Oh, we've lost you.
That's all you need is two of me. Right, I'm going to hand back to Sarah because I know she wants to take you back to the start again with this wonderful starter kit that we've got.
Yes, we've got this fabulous starter kit for those of you who just want to get going with watercolour pencils. Now, the pricing is off the chart fabulous. You couldn't buy the watercolour pencils for the whole price of this, but let me show you. With the watercolour pencils, it's about having the right equipment to go with it. So, yes, your pencils are absolutely fabulous, and I've chosen the primaries to go in this set because you've got every colour of the rainbow, and because these are watercolour, of course, you can mix these and create new colours. So you get the primary set in here. You also get the specialist watercolour card, which is what's going to give you the best results in here. We've included one of our waterproof ink pads. This is so important. I've included our special pencil sharpener. Please, guys, don't use a normal regular pencil sharpener. If you need a good quality pencil sharpener, which is why I've put this in here. And then 2 sets of rubber stamps. Now, the rubber stamps, you're getting a full sheet of rubber. What I want you to do is just cut around the sheet, and then when you cut around them, so can you see I've got these individual ones that I've cut out where we've got our beautiful cupcake and floral, and I'm going to show you how we can get a great stamped image with these. Now, when it comes to using your stamps for the first time, obviously this isn't sticky because it's just rubber. So what you're going to do is you need to make it sticky. So I like to use a product that we have called Stick and Spray. And your stick and spray is what we spray on the back of our rubber stamps to make them like self-adhesive, really. Or if you don't have the stick and spray, something like a glue stick. You don't want double-sided tape because you don't want it to be permanent. You want just something that's going to be a little bit temporary for you to work from. So if I put this down on here, and I'm going to stamp onto that watercolour pad. So I'm going to stamp down in the corner here. What you should really do, it's in a pad, but I would really recommend just taking one of these sheets off at a time and stamping directly onto the sheet. If you've got our stamping mats, it does make your stamping just a little bit easier. So the ink pad that's in the set is your Pebble waterproof, and I just thought it would be a little bit of a change to having black in here. But you definitely want to stamp with the waterproof ink pads, because what you want is when we add water to it, it needs to not be a water-based ink pad but a waterproof one, so that it won't move as you want the colour to. So if I just stamp this right in the middle, and I'm doing that in the middle just so that the camera can see it really, really easily. And I'm going to see if we can get in even closer on this part here. And then I'm going to bring in my actual pencils. So here is all of the colours of the pencils that you get included in the kit. And I'm going to start and I'm going to bring in a little bit of pink and a little bit of the deeper one, the currant on here. And should we mix those, maybe put a little bit of orange on the edge here. So you can see it nice and up close. Oh, and for the green, of course, we've got loads of nice colours for the leaves. So watch what we're going to do. I'm going to put, first of all, the darker colour on the inside. So it really is, there's no skill involved in this. I'm just literally scribbling. So a little bit of scribbling here. I'll zoom this out a little bit so that you can see all the pencils at the same time that we're working with. So a little bit of scribbling down onto the base with the first colour. Then I'm going to come with my pink and then I'm going to just colour the pink into the darker currant. So you've got two different colours here. And don't worry about you making them blend at this stage. It's the water that's going to make them blend. And then if I want a little bit of a different colour on the tip, I'm just going to add in that yellow on the tip, just so that we get like a different shade again. Preserving the highlights, I'm leaving plenty of colour. So it looks a bit weird at the moment. Don't worry, you're going to come in with a water brush, just like a little paintbrush, and I'm taking off most of the excess water from my paintbrush. So that then all we do, excuse me, is we're going to start and just as we just give it a little bit of a blend over there, can you see how all those colours merge together and form an actual whole, like a whole nice petal. So just blending the whole petal into itself and you get that graduation of colour, like an ombre effect from one into the next. Now, the actual designs that I chose to put in the stamps of this starter kit, I chose them because I wanted designs where you could practice this blending. Because at the end of the day, this is what we're doing. We're learning here with these kits. So I wanted you to be able to have something that was easy enough for beginners, but then was going to be able to challenge you as you moved along. So can you see this? This is a perfect image for doing that challenging. Let's have a little go with some of the greens. So I'm going to go from a dark green to a light green, and I'll pick up a little bit of yellow on the tips again. So in with my leaves again, you're going in with the darkest one at the base, and then we're going to go to the lighter shade on the top and just blend the whole lot through. And it doesn't matter if you are a complete beginner, if you're a more advanced colourist. I know there'll be lots of people out there who've maybe tried other pencils, other brands of pencils, and maybe you haven't had great results with watercolour pencils. What a lot of people are saying is that you colour it down and you just get like you don't get a great result, you get like a scratchy finish. And that's just because these pencils all have, they're so highly pigmented. So what you've got is you've got no fillers in here. You're just putting down pure pigment onto the base, and then your pigment is blending in absolutely beautifully. You can see how we get that lovely blend there, straight from one shade into the next. And then it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't matter what your skill level, everybody could do this. So I'm just going to continue on there with that pencil. Now it's up to you. If you want to go for the starter set, it just has this one selection of pencils. However, if you want to add, Joe's got the full set of all the other pencils. So if you want to go for a complete collection with all the pencils in, you can upgrade from the starter kit to get the complete collection.
Loads of you commenting along, say how much you love this. Greetings from Chicago and New Hampshire and all over. But a lot of love for these. Angela has these, absolutely loves them as well. So if you've got these already, we'd love to see your pictures of them. You can send them in to us, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk if you would like to send them in to us. Loads of you asking what kind of paper are you using is one question we still getting asked a lot during these shows, Sarah.
Yeah, you'll get the best results every time if you use our watercolour paper. It's been designed exactly for this very, very route. So you can either pick up more watercolour paper on its own, there's the details on the bottom of your screen for you, or if you're going for the starter kit, we've included the paper already in with that starter kit. It's everything you need. You've got the right type of ink, and you'll find what a difference it makes. You see, as I'm colouring all of this in here, you're not losing any definition in the main image, and that's because we've used the right type of medium, the right type of ink pad to give us the best results with the medium that we're working with. So look at that lovely shading that we've got around here. So I'm going to finish this last little bit of flower off. I'm hoping it just inspires you. You know, whatever your level of colouring, you can't tell me that this is too difficult. This is the sort of thing that anyone can have a go at. You know, even whether it's kids, and we're saying you could get this kit and have it sent off directly to some kids or grandkids or other teenagers in the family who are wanting to get into this, or perhaps you know someone who's just not wanting to pick up a new hobby. I heard that colouring was one of the that has had one of the biggest lifts in interest since we went into lockdown, and I think it's such an accessible hobby for people to get into. So
and the great thing is as well,
blend. Yep.
As you were saying, accessible is the key, isn't it, Sarah? Because, you know, a lot of people would say, oh yeah, I'm not a crafter, but I colour. If you colour, you're a crafter.
Yeah.
I used to say, oh, I don't craft, but I crochet. And then I realised, actually, the two are the same thing. But what I think it means is if there is someone around in your family that's got extra time on their hands, someone that maybe needs something to do, sending them this would be a great way, a great little care package. I just had a lovely comment in from Alex, who says that I used these when I went to art classes last year, and the teacher was surprised not only at the quality of the pencils, but also of the colour pigment of them as well. So that was her art teacher who was impressed by these. So it does show you what we're saying. You know, they are amazing quality.
Do you know, it's lovely to hear that from someone else, because it's one thing us telling you, but as if you're a customer watching this, and this is why I always encourage people to comment along who have our products. We're pretty well known now in the, not only in the craft industry, but in the art industry as well, for just making exceptional quality products. And I think you reap the benefit of that when you have people who are trying them, who maybe just assume at the price point we do these, they can't possibly be as good as what we're telling you they are. And then as soon as people experience this and realise it, they're like, wow, actually, yes, they really can be. So can you see I've given that just a little bit of a halo of blue colour there, and you get that gorgeous graduation. That is what we're talking about. That is just colouring the basic design that we have in the kit. But you can be taking this and progressing on to doing fabulous colouring like this one here, or this one here is being done, some beautiful butterflies in a collection. You can get shading in your butterflies, gorgeous magnolia stamp in this one, and that's exactly what I've just been showing you, shading from one colour into the next. Because the designs are so highly pigmented, you get this real intense colour. Or those of you that are wanting to do maybe landscapes and you're wanting to get some nice subtle landscape colours in there, very easy to do. You're just stamping, putting a little bit of colour, splodging it with your water and getting that fantastic finish. So really, it truly is for absolutely everybody. If you don't know where to get started, the starter kit is for you. But of course, for those of you that just love this, we've got that big kit as well. I'll let Jo walk you through the two options.
Yes, absolutely. The starter kit, very, very busy. £35, $49, and you get everything you need, as you might expect, to get started. So you're going to get some of our amazing artist quality watercolour card, which is coming in this great pad, 20 sheets of that from Spectrum Noir. You're then getting 2 rubber stamp sets in here as well, which is fantastic. So you're getting Cherry on top and you're getting Butterfly Meadow, which are 2 of our most popular. Going to work beautifully for you to stamp out and colour, and we're going to give you the ink pad that you need to stamp that out as well. So absolutely everything you need to get started. Within the primaries, these are exactly what you're getting here. So there are all the colours that you're going to be able to get started with. It's a 35% saving on this, £35 or $49. Now, really busy on this, also really, really busy on the larger collection too, because the starter kit's kind of like a bit of a dip your toe in, give it a try kind of situation, whereas I know a lot of you immediately seeing the value in this and saying, do you know what, I'm going to come in and I'm going to go for that large collection right away. If you're going for the large collection, you get everything I've just shown you. You also get the florals, which are just gorgeous. These are going to be fantastic for painting things like your exotic flowers. You've got the naturals in there also. And you've then got the essentials too, great for things like all of your different skin tones within there too. Now, £85 or $115, when you break it down and remove the extras that you're getting and just look at what you're paying for the pencils alone, it equates to about 62 pence per pencil, which is completely unheard of for pencils of this quality. It's over 40% is what you're whether you're here in the UK or you're in the US. Loads of you sending in lots of pictures. We love it when you do that. Don't forget to get the download too. That's available to each and every one of you. And if you want to comment away, of course, Facebook is how you get in touch with me. Any questions that you've got. But a lot of you are now starting to place your orders. I can see it's getting very, very busy. So if you want to watch and shop at the same time, then here is all the details. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. All the details there of how you can watch and shop at the same time. Now, getting very busy. I know that a lot of you got the pencils last time, so you're coming in and stocking up on extra bits that you can get colouring along with. Now, we've got a fantastic collection here for you, and it's a Spectrum Noir paint, brush, palette and watercolour card collection. So it is those beautiful Royal and Langnickel brushes that you'll see all of our crafty experts use. You've got 3 different sizes in here. So you've got the 3/4 inch wash brush. You've then also got a size 3 and a size 6 in here. You've got the palette there too, so if you want to start to blend and mix with a whole host of different colouring mediums, you've got that. And you've then got your watercolour cardstock in here as well. £9.50 is a great price to get all of those. $19 if you are in the US. You're saving 20% there on that one as well. Very, very busy for that. 15% of that's gone, and we haven't even, that's the first time I've actually shown you that. Talking of very busy, the alphabet stamps are so incredibly busy at the moment. Now remember, what we've done is, not only are we including all of the regular alphabet that you would expect to get in here, we're also going to give you those German letters as well. So I'll just quickly show you those. These are going to be so much fun for you to colour up. You've got the U here with the umlauts. This is called a hard S apparently, and it's pronounced like a sh sound. I know every day's a school day, right? You've got these 4. We're going to give you those 4 German words included as well, so you'll have everything. You'll get A to Z, you'll get the ampersand, and you'll get the hashtag as well. So if you want to get down with the kids, you've even got the hashtags to allow you to do that. 1/4 of the stock there has sold out and gone. I had a lovely comment here just a minute ago from a viewer who is in Denmark. I always do this, don't I? Now I've lost it and I can't find it. I'll get back to you. Who was talking about all of the different letters that all of the different European languages have, which was lovely. Very, very busy on those letters. Oh, Sarah, do you fancy taking us through these alphabets, giving us a bit of an idea of what we can do with them?
Yes, well, I've got some lovely samples, but actually, should we do me project first?
Yeah.
And then I'll show you me samples, okay? Now, each one of these, they're just a really nice size to work with. So can you see, each one's coming as an individual kind of product. So you can just get each one individually. I'm going to pop that onto my rocker block. And then because we're doing watercolour, remember we're using our waterproof, this is what you're looking for, waterproof dye. So it's going to tell you it's not going to smear with watercolour. And you always take the ink pad to the stamp. So you bring your ink to your stamp, plenty of inking up, and then with a rocker block, what you're going to do is you're going to rock from heel to toe, and it's going to give you that lovely detailed, just realised I've stamped that in the middle and I was going to stamp it at the left hand side. Should we stamp it again? You'll see for my project, because I'm going to put happy birthday on the end of it. So instead of having it in the middle, we want to have it right at the edge of the project. So I'm going to pop it up in the top left hand corner. There we go. And your rocker block, you shouldn't really rock it backwards and forwards too much like I did there, but it gives you the idea, right? So here is my H up in the top corner. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just bring in some of the colours and I'm going to start colouring with this. So I'm going to colour the actual H first, and I'm going to do it with like a nice blue and a purple and a pink. So I'm going to start right from the bottom and just put in some of my blue. So I'm going to colour really gentle around the design here to get my first shading in, and down to the bottom here. And then I'm just going to blend from the blue into the purple. So you just literally colouring over the top jaw, blue into purple, and then of course purple is going to go from purple into pink. It doesn't matter if you don't get exact all the way around, because when you come in with your water brush, that is going to mix in anything that you've left behind in there as well. So I'm going to lay this down. And then what you'll see is, as I come in, actually I'm going to try and keep all my brush strokes going the same way.
I found that comment that I was talking about from Mary Ann Lawson.
Right.
I hope I've pronounced that right. Who says, the weird letter you ask about, Joe, is a double S, and besides that, the entire Scandinavia also have 3 more letters as well, which are, I'm going to have to explain what they are now, aren't they? I didn't really think this through, which is the little A and the little E connected together. The little O with the line through it, the little A with the umlaut as well, and in the big letters they have A and E, O and A with the umlaut as well. Maybe one day we could have a worldwide alphabet. Can you imagine the amount of alphabets we could do? We could do a European-wide one, I guess, at some point.
We do a lot of sales into Germany, so which is why we did all the German letters in here, because I know we have a lot of German customers. At the point at which we designed these, we didn't really have any Scandinavian customers. However, that might be a changing now. So I'm sure going forward we can start and look at like all the different options. So do you do that A and E in capital letters as well, or is that just in the small letters?
Yeah, it's in the capitals as well. So it's actually in that the big Scandinavian A would be in here too. So I think that's the same as the German one there as well. Maybe we could have a European stamp set where we could have all of our favourite things from across Europe in a stamp. So if it was going to be Germany, it'd be a Bratwurst. Mine would all be food, by the way, sorry. So if it's Germany, it'd be a Bratwurst. If it was Sweden, it would be a semla, which are like these big Swedish buns that they have filled with cream. Yeah, maybe all food ones. That would be quite good, wouldn't it? Can you tell it's nearly lunchtime here?
The problem is, Joe, every time we're doing our shows, it's either nearly lunchtime or nearly tea time. And all we think about is the food we're going to eat after we finish our show, isn't it? It's terrible.
That's just all the day through, to be honest. I mean, I'm like that all day. Especially when you work here at Crafters Companion, there is so much cake. So today, just alone, there is a white chocolate and raspberry cheesecake in the fridge over there. Oh, have you been?
You snooze, you lose on that. You had to be over there by 10 o'clock. It's all gone. All gone. I got one of the last pieces.
Oh no, it was whole in the fridge when I saw it. I didn't even think about cracking it out.
Well, that'll teach you.
Hopefully there's some banana bread then, because I know there was some banana bread over there. But yeah, you really do snooze, you lose here. The thing is, because we're on lockdown, I've seen I think a lot of you guys are the same, where a lot of us are not getting out so much. We're using this just a bit of a free time to eat all the cake and do all the things that we want to do. And don't worry, because it will soon be Christmas, and then we can use that excuse from about October. I start saying, oh, it's Christmas soon, so I'll be able to just eat what I want. We've had some photos in. Jean Marie has sent us a photo in. Oh, Sarah, this looks spectacular.
Let's have a look. Has she been getting the watercolour pencils out?
Look at that.
Fabulous. Hey, I love that. What a lovely image as well for that to work with. That's gorgeous.
Oh, Monica always impresses us here. Look at these. That
Monica,
floral ones are gorgeous.
Monica, that's amazing colouring that.
Really, really brilliant. If you want to share more of your pictures with us, easy to do so. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you need to send them. The details on your screen are for those wonderful alphabets that are really, really busy. Linda just got a question into me, Sarah, and said, what is the difference between the let me try that again. The AquaBlend pencils and the Colour Blend pencils?
Yes, so the AquaBlend pencils are water-based, so they're going to break down with the water, whereas Colour Blend pencils are wax-based, so you're going to use our blending solution to break those down. So completely different kind of look and finish as well on there. So I will tell you that's a completely different look you would get on there. So yeah, hopefully that explains it.
Absolutely, it does. But there's definitely a place for both in your craft room, isn't there? I mean, I think you need all of our colouring mediums, to be honest.
I use both on a regular basis. The colour, I would say, if you're just getting started, the AquaBlend pencils are a lot easier for new people, and those of you who are more advanced and looking to go to the next level, the ColourBlend are definitely the more advanced.
Yes.
Now, do you know what I'm thinking, Joe? I could literally, we might be on all day me doing this. I've got one. And you see here where I've done all of my colouring on there. So I've just finished that all the way through. And I thought, because we don't make very many cards on a Friday morning show, I thought, let's make it into a full finished card. So what I've done is I've got a die cut for Happy Birthday, and I've cut off the H. So I'm going to send this through my Xyron so that we can have Happy Birthday. I don't think I've got a pair of scissors here, no, that's all right. So I've got my Happy Birthday. I'm just going to rub this over the side because it's rub and peel technology, so we need to make sure that we get this all nicely rubbed and peeled. This is going to go onto the front of a card. So I've just done a nice little basic tent fold. I'll do some basic matting and layering. So when you're matting and layering, you want to be using our Collal glues. And I'm just going to layer up with the all-purpose glue onto a nice, several mats and layers as it was.
I need to let you know, a third of the stock of this alphabet collection has gone. And as Sarah was saying, when it's gone with those German letters in there as well. Very, very busy. Over 60% off, so easy to see why. £31 or $41. You don't need to miss out though. You can watch the shop at the same time, of course, over on our website, craftscompanion.com.co.uk or .eu. And also you'll be able to watch this back when your stamps arrive. So if you need to see the technique again, it all lives there on the website pretty much indefinitely. So you'll be able to go back and find that, which is beautiful. Is that a bit of glitter card you've got there, Sarah?
It is, just to do some net. I want to make sure I get my mats and layers. Oh, I'm going to have to... Oh, I haven't got a pair of scissors. I was going to say my mat and layers just not quite right for there, but I think my scissors are down the bottom here, Joe. Yeah, here we go. Right, let's have
loads of people waxed lyrical about those scissors, Sarah, and said that they now could not be without them. There's loads of you that own those and love them, I know. Loads of pictures coming in. Keep sending them in to us as well. studio@craftscompanion.co.uk. We love seeing your photos and seeing what you've been up to. Which is fantastic. These might be great for little place settings as well, these stamps, don't you think, Sarah?
They would be lovely. And do you know what? They are very relaxing colouring. So those of you who, I remember sitting colouring the whole alphabet one day. It was to make up the boards. Because can you see, you've got like a nice set of boards. I've got another set over here. We've got a lovely set of boards. So here we go. There's our H, nicely matted and layered. And then we're going to lift off the back of the rub and peel technology. And I've got my Happy Birthday. Now this is a really like quite a fragile sentiment, so I'm going to be very un-Sarah like, and I'm going to take my time on this and get this perfectly positioned down in place before I stick it. So Happy Birthday, it goes on like this, and it just finishes that off there. We'll just make sure you all squeeze on there. Yes, so there's my nice Happy Birthday on there, and I think that just, what a nice quick and simple little card. But I think it's quite often really nice to have some purpose of what you're going to do with your colouring. So if you get the alphabet, you're going to be able to sit and colour. Like I said, I've got loads of samples to show you. You're going to be able to sit and colour, but then have something to do with them. So what about doing more advanced projects like this? So can you see Happy? And what that one is the base letters are stuck down flat, and the H, the P and the Y have been lifted up a little bit to just make it stand forward. So there's your gorgeous Happy on there. Remember as well, I said we'll get back a little bit later. I'm going to do I'm going to show you how to do this watercolour effect with the white embossing powder on there as well. Except I don't call my mum, I call her mam. This one here is watercolour, but instead of using a water brush, we've used one of our sparkle pens, and you've got that beautiful sparkle pen finish. You could use them, of course, with any of our colouring mediums. Just because I've got them on the watercolour show today doesn't mean they only work with watercolour pencils, but you'll see most of our samples, people have actually chosen to use the watercolour pencils. These are fabulous when you do them and emboss with them. Or what about just doing some nice single colour? How fantastic is that? They really are the most beautiful and and usable stamps, and for us to have them on a better than half price deal, the pricing on them is absolutely off the chart, but is the last of our stock. So this is your last chance ever to get these beautiful alphabet stamps.
Yeah, absolutely. Your last chance to grab these. You've got A to Z, of course, or Z, depending on where you are. And you've got the 4 extra German letters within there as well. Here's everything that you're getting. This is the last of the stock with those German letters. Was the only stock, let's face it. £31 or $41 gets you that. Again, you're saving more than you are spending there. Over a third of the stock has already gone. I can see a lot of these are now sat in baskets as well. So definitely great time to get yourself checked out on those. Right, I want to go back and take you back through the full collection and absolutely everything that you are getting, because it is getting very, very busy on this collection. So in here, what you're going to get is you're going to get all of your primary colours. Now, your primary tin, of course, has 24 different colours within there. All of your really bold, striking colours, great for allowing you to mix colours together as well. So you're going to get those in there. Then you're going to get your essentials. Now the essentials are fantastic for doing all of your different skin tones, as well as a whole host of all of your different wood colours are within there as well. You've got your greys too, so really great that you've got those included in the kit. You've then got your naturals here too, wonderful for doing things like your seascapes. And then finally you've got your florals. This to me is like beautiful tropical florals. This would be great with those stamps that you've just seen as well. So you're going to get all 4 of those. Now what you also get included in the big collection is you're going to get the watercolour card. Now we bring it to you in a pad, which is fantastic. Keeps it all nice and neat and pristine. You've got 20 sheets there, and that's again artist quality. You've got 2 stamps coming included in here as well, and the stamps are Cherry on Top and Butterfly Meadow, and they're those unmounted stamps which are going to be great for you to cut out and mount up. Really are the best quality there. And you've got the perfect ink pad to allow you to stamp that image out onto the paper. Now £85 or $115 is an unbelievable price for these. It really is fantastic. We're very busy. A quarter of the stock has sold out and gone, I'm just hearing already, and we're not even through the first hour of our Colour Me Happy show. Just to sort of put that into context really, the extras that you're getting included, £24.96 is what they're worth individually. So if you take those off the cost of the pencils, the true cost of what you're paying today for the pencils really is £60 and 4 pence. Now that's amazing, because each of those tins of pencils individually is £29.99. So you've got £120 worth of pencils for £60 when you buy them in this configuration, which is amazing. But cost per pencil, when you break it down, is 62 pence per pencil. You won't get anywhere near that anywhere else, not for this grade of quality. Remember earlier as well, I believe it was Alex was saying that she took these pencils along to an art class last year, and even the artist who was teaching the class was really impressed by the quality and the pigment that you've got. And that's what this is all about, you know, Crafters Companion bringing you great products at amazing prices. Remember to get that download. Grab the download now and save it. Now you're placing your order, so you know when your pencils turn up, you've got your download ready to go. You've got this ready to watch back on Crafters TV as well, because this will live there forever for you. And also loads of you still sending pictures in. We'll get to more of those as we go through the next hour or so. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you need to send those. Right, I'm going to hand you back to Sarah, because we've literally just, it's the tip of the iceberg so far, isn't it, Sarah?
Oh, it really is, because these are brilliant pencils for doing the gorgeous florals, but then also I thought we'd do a landscape. So I've got just a landscape image here that I've printed onto a piece of watercolour card. Now for the landscape set, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my naturals. So this collection of colours is absolutely perfect for all of your landscapes. Now remember what I said at the beginning is we've done this set here. These are your primaries. These are in the starter kit. So those of you just wanting to get going, you've got all of the colours, because you can blend new colours and shades together. However, if you do upgrade and go for the full Aqua Blend collection, you are going to get these ones extra, which is your naturals, but then also these, which are your essentials. So these are perfect for those of you that like to do portraits and also add shade and tone in here. And then the fourth set that I can show you here we go, is your florals. So the florals, I mean, look at this. this is what you're going to be doing. And how many of those gorgeous floral cards did I show you? I mean, they are, I'll be really honest, florals is my thing. I do, the florals kit is the one that I get out. I've bought, well, I haven't bought because I don't really, well, you know, I have picked up from the warehouse when I've had chance several packs, and if I'm ever giving them to my girlfriends to try and get them in, which I've done quite a few times, it's the florals that I always get them to get them started. But we're going to do something a little bit different from me. We're going to do some of the landscapes. So these are, if you're wanting to do these sort of, all these sort of shades and colourings. But if you are going for that complete collection, it's irrelevant really, because bear in mind, you're not choosing, you're getting all of them. And let me just explain, this is everything we do in the AquaBlend collection. So if you have, once you've got all 4 of these tins, that's it. You've got everything we do. We only do 4 tins of watercolour pencils. You do not need any more pencils beyond that, because that's every colour sorted. And not only that, we're making sure we've got the 4 tins. You've also got everything that we talked about in that starter kit. So, I'll just remind you again, you're getting the specialist watercolour paper that I want you to use. You are going to get the sets of stamps to get you started. If you are stamping, of course, we've included the special ink that you're going to need. And let me just talk a moment about the pencil sharpener, because it really it's such a shame if you've got premium grade watercolour pencils. I don't want you to think just because you got them on the cheap on a deal doesn't mean that these are not pristine pencils that you're going to take care of, right? So what you do for your pencil, I'll just take a pencil out here.
It's as if you were telepathic, because Nancy has just this second asked, what is the best sharpener to use for these pencils?
In this starter kit, we've got it on the show if you want to just go for the pencil sharpener, but can you see it's got 2 different holes of openings. What you do is put your pencil in, you'll see it doesn't fit in the small one, it goes in the bigger one. So you can, instead of turning like this, turning the pencil, what I want you to do is turn the sharpener. So this is what you should do. You should always turn the sharpener and the pencil stays still. Look at how sharp of a point we've managed to get on that pencil sharpener now. If you notice, all of my pencils when I'm working with them have very, very sharp points, because we always, even if you just give them a little bit of a turn, don't turn your pencil, turn the sharpener. It gets you the best finish, because what you want to do is you don't want to split this wood. And actually something else I'll just tell you about. We've actually, because for us, we're trying to give you artist grade quality products that are going to last you. You'll find with our pencils, the core is thicker and there's less wood. So our wood to core ratio is much different to a regular watercolour pencil, because it's the core that you're going to be using. So here we go. Let's get on.
Just want to clear something up just on in the comments. People are saying that there's a slight discrepancy in the graphic on your screen.
Right.
It says AquaBlend marker. These are, of course, our AquaBlend pencils. A few people just getting a little bit confused on Facebook. No, it's the AquaBlend pencils. We know about it and we will get it fixed for you. So I just don't want you to worry if you're placing your order. And if you want the sharpener is available on the show as well. So pop across to the website, click shop the show, and you can add it into your basket with the starter kit or with any of the other kits that we've got for you on the show.
So I'm just sharpening a few of my pencils to get us started, all right? Just a few colours that I'm going to use from the Naturals collection, okay? Look how nice, just one turn through and look how sharp now those pencils are, and you'll get this wonderful finish on all of them. And then of course this here, you're just going to take this out, empty it, it just opens up so that we just open it up, and then that goes straight into the bin. So you're ready to go. A brilliant quality pencil sharpener that you're going to save. And it's not just for watercolour pencils. You can use this for all of your colour blend pencils as well. It would work really, really well. Here we go. Right, I'm going to start just by colouring a little bit of brown. So watch, I'm holding the pencil on the side and I'm just going to colour in from the side along that beautiful roof. And then if the roof's one colour, let's do the side. Is this like the gable end, would you say, Jo? Is that the right?
A gable end? Is that what it's called?
Gable end. That's the gable end. Yeah.
I'm terrible with anything DIY or houses or knowing. You'd never send me to the DIY store to try and find anything. I'm just absolutely, utterly useless. Ask me about anything about like Eurovision though, musical theatre or Cher, and I'm your man. I can tell you absolutely everything. So,
that's good to know. Really good to know. Right, and then I'm going to do, again, the little bushes. You see how easy it is to get really big blocks of colour down on there because I've got such beautiful sharp pencils. So I'm just building all of this up, and it's the same with the landscapes. I'm not colouring the whole thing in, I'm just putting in a little bit of shading following the line of what we're doing. And then I can get some nice green in my trees, and I can just get the green colouring through. I'm going into that mode, Joe, where I'm not very good at colouring and talking.
Stacey's asking about the landscape that you are colouring. This is just one from your stash, I believe, isn't it, Sarah?
It is, yeah. Oh, I've had this for years. This was in a pad that we did a few years ago, which was already on watercolour paper, which I thought would make life a little bit easier for me. But if you are shopping for the first time, there's loads of beautiful images like this. Or go and have a look at some of our colouring downloads that we've done, because you can obviously get some. We've got some beautiful like landscapey images from the colouring downloads we've done the last few weeks as well.
Yes, absolutely. Someone asking as well, will the sharpener work for the colour blend pencils? Yeah, it will work beautifully for any pencils that we've got in our range. So make sure you grab that. Lots of you talking about all the lovely things that you've been ordering. Hillary has got these pencils. She loves them, and they make her able to colour well, she says. She didn't think she was a colourist before now. So I think sometimes a lot of it is just giving it a go, taking the leap. If you're unsure, we've always got a bundle for absolutely everyone. You know, you can maybe dip your toe in with a starter collection or dive right in. Lynn has just let me know that she's got a delivery out for today. She's very excited about that. Angela has hijacked her son's PS4 games console because she's worked out she can get us on the big telly through the PS4.
Hey,
he's not going to be happy, is he?
Wow, no, he's really not going to be happy at all, but I am super impressed. Super impressed.
Yes, absolutely. Eleanor was asking as well about the individual, can she get one of the individual collections? You can, Eleanor. They are on a website, but they are full price. So $29.99 in the UK or $39.95 in the US. So if you can get them in one of the bundles, either in the boys or girls collection or in the starter collection, if that's the one you're missing, then that would be a better way of getting hold of them than getting the actual individual, because obviously the best value comes in the larger collection. 62 pence per pencil when you go for the largest collection. Robin was saying that 62 pence is almost free. I think someone's justifying something to themselves there as well. She also says that her husband's been making Pisa Bakery, he's been making pecan pie, so there's absolutely no hope for her this week. Do you know what? I've never really had American pie, because Americans, we would call it like tart, wouldn't we? Or what would we call it? It'd be more like a tart, a pie. I think a pie in the US, correct me if I'm wrong, is like open topped. Like when that's what we call a tart.
I think you might be right, yes. Well, I think, unless they can do it, I've never really thought about that.
I'm not one to discriminate. I'll eat both. I mean, I just wanted to make that clear. But yeah, I think that is the case. Amy is saying that she needs the purple brushes. Well, Amy, today's your lucky day because we've got the purple brushes for you. There's 3 of them. You've got a size 3, a size 6, and a 1/2 inch, and it comes with the palette and also the watercolour card. A 5th of the stock has gone, but you can get those together right now over on our website if you want to grab those. They are $9.50 in the UK or $19 in the US if you want to get that. Do you know what I'm really surprised at here, Sarah? Just how quickly you've managed to colour that up.
Yes.
Oh, you didn't lay down an awful lot of colour either.
Nope.
And in what, a few minutes that has totally come together.
Well, I got all of this is what I loved about it, I got all of the colour down to start with. So it was and then all I'm doing is adding that little bit of water, and there will inevitably be some bits that I've missed in there, Joe, because you see, like I missed the chimney pot, but this is the bit that I absolutely love now. It's adding the water and making the whole thing come to life. So can you see, same down the bottom here now, just going to get that lovely, the little slate grey that I brought in from the Naturals collection, all coming together, and then I've done another different green along the bushes here, and again, when I bring all this together, and you've got all those lovely different shades of green in there. Do you know, this is for a lot of people, you're going to be creating actual artwork here. You know, it's not just for making gorgeous cards. This would just be a nice frameable piece of artwork.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
then-
Especially if you wanted to give it to someone as well, it'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
Yes,
Anna
definitely.
Marie says she's going to ban her family ringing her when these shows are on. She says no one rings at any other point of the day. Soon as we come on, the phone starts ringing. I say turn it off. If you've got a landline, just leave it off the hook for a couple of hours. Let everyone know on Facebook where you're going to be, and then take it off the hook. Also, Anna, check this out for speed from our warehouse team, Sarah.
Go on.
Anna ordered yesterday, just before our cart load yesterday, our Superfan cart load. She ordered at about 10 to 11 yesterday morning. Her order has turned up just before we went live today in 24 hours. How amazing is that? So she's watching
wow.
us, having a cup of tea out of her new Superfan mug.
Oh, I love it. Send us a selfie.
Oh, she sent us a selfie, she said. She said it wasn't the best angle. She was trying to balance a tea and a phone, but we'll maybe have a look how you've got on at some point, Anna Marie.
Oh, brilliant! We'll see if we can get them loaded up on at the shows. Right, look at this. Look how quickly that's come together. Doesn't that look like a fantastic piece of artwork now? But I wanted you to see it's that beautiful breaking down of colour. I'm going to take this to the close-up camera so you can see. You actually won't see any graininess at all in any of that colour. Look how the trees look dimensional. Look how the hills in the background have got, like, you've got that gradation of colour. All of that achieved just from some watercolour pencils. And they're not just watercolour pencils. These are top grade artist quality. The difference is, and I know I explained this at the beginning for anybody who's kind of just joined partway through, what are the difference between our watercolour pencils and maybe cheaper watercolour pencils that you see? Because I know it's watercolour pencils. You can go into the supermarket and pick up a pack of 24 for like $9.99. The difference is you've got a little bit of your watercolour pigment, but then because that's the very expensive bit, they then fill it in with loads of like talc and fillers, and then that's all held together with a binder inside some really cheap rubbishy wood, which is why when you sharpen them they all come to bits. Whereas with these pencils, we've got a fantastic quality wood and almost pure watercolour pigment in the inside of this, which is why a tiny little bit, drop a bit of water on and it immediately blends out and gives you that gorgeous finish that you will see that you'll get from an artist grade. Now, I'm not saying we're the only people who do artist grade watercolour pencils, because you can go to professional top-end websites and stores when they're open and shop for artist grade watercolour pencils, but a tin of 24 artist grade, you would be talking comfortably probably 45 to 50 pounds or $60-65 when I've seen these in the US. I don't want you to look at the price of our pencils and think they can't possibly be that quality. You've got to remember, we're not an art company, we're a craft company. So those of you that are watching and colouring, this is probably one of many different crafts that you do, and so you're not prepared to pay artist prices because this is not your main hobby. You want that artist quality, we want the great results. That's what we've built our name on at Spectrum Noir, giving you the top quality products, but doing it at the affordable prices to make it accessible. Whether it's accessible to beginner artists or accessible to crafters who do multiple crafts, students and kids who are just wanting to get in and use a professional quality product. And like I said, the difference it's made just to my kids, working with, and I say working, it's kind of like playing for them. We do a ton of colouring in. Every day in our house is colouring in, but they're using the professional grade products. And for a 3 and a 6-year-old, their colouring is absolutely off the chart. You'll see, if you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you'll see their colouring every week, and they are exceptional at the finish at which they get, okay? So I'm going to get this put away. I'm going to get ready for the next demonstration because we've got something a little bit exciting, quite exciting to show everyone next, haven't we, Joe?
Well, look, let's face it, everything's exciting here at Crafts TV, but we have got extra special exciting bits to share with you again at during this show. Just to recap the big collection, and the big collection gets you absolutely everything that you can see. You've got 96 pencils within here, you've got 20 sheets of the watercolour card, you've got the 2 stamp sets, and you've got the ink pad as well. Just to give you an idea, I know that Sarah said you could easily pay £45 for a tin of pencils of this quality. Just to give you an idea, if you take off the cost of the watercolour card, the stamps and the ink pad, and let's face it, you're going to come back there, you're going to come back at some point and get those. So it's great that we've given you a great bundle to get it all together at the same point right now. The true cost of the pencils is £60 for all 4 collections. When you break that down into cost per pencil, you're looking at 62 pence per pencil, which is amazing. June says, oh wow, a third of the stock's gone there, so you're going to have to be quick for that one. June says the last bit you did, the last project you did there reminds her of as a kiddie she had this book and you used to brush water on the book, and as you brush water on the book it would turn to colour. Says it's a bit like, do you remember those? Barbie's saying, is there any way we would possibly think about maybe making that background a download at some point? I don't know if we own the copyright or not, so I'm not sure. What do you think, Sarah? The one that you've just coloured?
Yeah, we do own the copyright.
Do we?
Yay!
There you go then.
I will sort that out for next week for you.
Fantastic. So check back next week. If it'll be in that one there next week for you. We've got a lot of talk about pie. I'm sure sometimes you guys might get fed up of me talking about food, but I'm just, I just can't stop thinking about food a lot of the time. Food and craft, it's what we're covering here, isn't it? But they're saying, depends on what type of pie. Some are a single crust, some are a double crust. I'm all about the double crust myself. Right, very, very busy for the letters. Really busy here. 40% of the stock of this one has gone. Lots of these in baskets at the moment. I can see across the website. You've got the A to Z or Z, and then you've got those German letters in there as well, which are also the same as some of your Scandinavian letters as well. Right, now up next, you know when, let's say you go and something's being released on like ASOS or something like that, or there's a new collection, like someone's collaborated with Zara or one of the big clothes, and you're a super fan, so you get like an email that says to you, you can order now before anyone else, or you have a preview of the sale. Now, what we're going to do for you, this is like a preview, a VIP sneaky peek of something that's actually being released in the UK tomorrow, but well, I'm going to let Sarah tell you, because this is something it's a bit of a special something for our Club Inspire members, isn't it, Sarah?
Oh, it is. So tomorrow morning in the UK, Fiona is going to be doing the launch of these brand new floral stamps. Now, I actually launched these in the US on HSN just a few weeks ago. This is the gorgeous finish, okay? This is the look that you're going to be getting. So they're officially launching tomorrow morning at 7:30. So make sure you tune in and watch out Fiona on Create and Craft, those of you who are watching in the UK. However, what we're doing is I guess officially they are available from next week. So from the 26th, they're going to be available from. However, we are letting our Club Inspire members pre-order these. So those of you who are in Club Inspire, those of you super fans, you are going to be able to go and pre-order these, and they will be dispatched 26th. So that's the I guess like the official launch. So they're being dispatched from the 26th. So if you've got if you add these to your order and you've got other things on the order, bear in mind your whole order will be dispatched on the 26th. So if you want to get the rest of your order on its way to you, pop these on a separate order, and then these will come out to you on the 26th. So I'm going to show you how these work, but isn't it fabulous for those of you? We always do this. So basically the super fans, the Club Inspire members get a preview of this. We've only emailed out all of our Club Inspire members with the link to go and buy these. You will find them in our show as well. If you go and have a look and shop our show, you'll be able to see these gorgeous stamps. So the full bundle is £35 or $48, and I'll just pop the details up on the screen again, the full picture, so that you can see all of the ones that we have available in the set. These are just a few of the samples I've got here. Here you go. You get hello, mum, enjoy, friend, sister, sorry, thanks, and congrats. So all of those different ones. And you also get a set of the rocker blocks. So we're sending you our big pack of the clear rocker blocks because they are brilliant for you to work with. Now let's have a look. I think I'm going to use the sorry ones because these are, they are absolutely gorgeous. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp and emboss. Now I will tell you, these are all photopolymer stamps. So you are getting a really, really gorgeous detailed finish. I'm going to get my watercolour card out and I'm going to stamp and emboss onto the watercolour card. And do you know what? I've only got clear embossing powder here. So I thought, why not use some of our gorgeous brownie shades of our look at that, our opaque pigments. So let's have a look. I think I'm going to use the Sandstorm in the Fryer Brown. Yeah. Oh, we want something really, let's go with the Bordeaux. I want something really deep so that it stands out. So because these are the opaque pigment, you're going to take the ink to the stamp. I'm doing lots of light tapping to get plenty of this down, and then using that large rocker block which comes in with the set to stamp from heel to toe. You don't need a lot of pressure with these. You've got that beautiful stamp from heel to toe. Then what I'm going to do is bring in a little bit of clear embossing powder. I'm just going to cover this with the clear embossing powder. Plenty of this on there. And then once I've used it, you see, that will just all go back nicely into the pot, and I'll be able to do my heat embossing over the top. So can you see there, we've got plenty of embossing powder on the top. Get that last little bit off the edge there. And then just come in with the heat gun. Oh, my heat gun's not plugged in.
Oh.
I'm just going to plug my heat gun in.
Whilst you plug that back in, Sarah, a lot of
Thanks,
people
Joe.
saying, is this, because this is a preview and we're able to get our orders in, are we still able to use a Club Inspired discount? Absolutely, you are able to use your Club Inspired discount. So depending on what your status is, you'll be up to an extra 20% off of these. So a great chance to order these now here with the Songcrafters TV. Use your Club Inspire discount, and then if you want to see more of it, you could tune in for the launch shows tomorrow and get even more inspiration on how you're going to use them right there as well. I know that some of you missed out on these when they were on HSN recently, and I know they are there's a slight variation on them as well. So nothing to stop you guys now coming in and placing your order again with that fabulous Club Inspire discount too. So they are available to everyone at the moment on that preview, which is fantastic.
Yes, fabulous. Oh, right. Apparently, everybody's loving these, Joe. A lot of people are getting hold of these. I am absolutely thrilled. They are, just to me, very, very different. You know, we hadn't done anything like this before, and the designs are really nice to be able to like colour and blend with. So, because I've stamped and embossed, this is going to be really easy to watercolour with now. So let's do our gorgeous lilies, and I'm going to come in. Oh, I'm going to get some lovely, like a beautiful plummy colour in the middle, and I'm going to blend that out to a little bit of yellow on the edge. So I'm just going to kind of lose myself now, Joe, with again a little bit of colouring into the centre of each one of these, and then blend from the into the yellow. We're just going to give them the blending exactly how we've been doing with all of the other colouring.
Wonderful. Lots of you very, very busy on the decorative floral word stamp collection now, but extremely busy on the large collection of our aqua blends. Just to remind you, £85 or $115, half of the stock, Sarah, has gone.
And that's it, Joe. That's it. When that's gone, that's
all the stock, it's gone.
Yes.
Fantastic. There's a lot of you with these in your basket, so if everyone checks out, we'll be a lot further along. What I would say is that a lot of you tend to watch the show's order at the end. I'm not sure you have that luxury. For anyone watching this show back after it's been aired as well, definitely check the website for the stock situation, all the details of how you can shop and watch at the same time along the bottom of your screen. The starter collection is very busy as well. Was it a third of the stock of the starter collection? Okay, a third of the stock of the Technique kit or the starter kit. £35 or $49 is your price there on that one, which is fantastic. Right, talk about losing yourself in your colouring. Yeah. Lizzie's just messaged me and said, colouring at home, almost put the brush in my tea. Oops.
Yep, done that a few times. We've all been there and done that, Lizzie. Don't worry.
Got to get these, and it will get me to my platinum membership, says
Yay!
Stephen.
Who's that?
Congratulations. That's Stephen.
Stephen,
talking about that.
Welcome to the club.
So if you were a platinum member, then is it the cost of the big collection is £85, so you'd get £17 off of that. So that would make them.
He's the budding mathematician.
£68-ish. Is it £68?
Do you know what we should do, Joe? We should have like an automatic platinum, gold, silver converter or whatever in front of us, where we just type in the price and it gives us it for all the different levels in the club.
£68. I was right. I should have just believed in myself, shouldn't I? Is what I should have done. And of course, if you're in the US, platinum members, you'll save $23 off of that as well. So you'll get these for $23, less than $115. Loads of love for these. Remember, this is our sort of VIP preview for our Crafters Tea viewers, Club Inspire members. You can order these right now, and if you're in the UK, it means you'll be ordering them right now before anyone else has had a chance to in the UK. That's why it's always best to tune into all of our shows here on Crafters TV. And remember, it'll be dispatched on the 26th, so that is Monday. Is it Monday, 26th? We'll double check. The 26th.
Is it Tuesday? It might be Tuesday.
I think it's Tuesday. It'll be dispatched on Tuesday along with everything else in your order. I need to say a special happy birthday as well. I think he's watching. My brother is 30 years old tomorrow. He's going to be celebrating his, my brother Reese, he's going to be celebrating his birthday, of course, on lockdown. So I've said that we'll go away for a weekend away somewhere nice as soon as we're all able to see each other again. So happy birthday to my brother.
Does he watch your shows, Joe? Will he be watching?
He might be watching. If he's not, I'll definitely edit it out and send it to him as well, so I can make sure he knows that I said hello to him, because he'll definitely whinge otherwise if he knows he didn't get a shout out for his birthday. So there you are.
Well, you know, there's got to be some perks to having a brother who's a TV celebrity, isn't that right?
Celebrity only in the eyes of Charlie and Oliver, but I'm happy, and also Sarah's in-laws. But I'm all right. I'm happy with that. As long as I'm a celebrity to someone, that's all that matters.
Right, I've just given that little bit of grounding. I think that's looking lovely there with that bit of grounding. And actually, that whole card, I mean, that will mount up onto the front of a card. Should I just crack on and do it, Joe?
Yeah.
Right, I think I'm going to just I'll mat and layer this onto the front of a little bit of card and see how it's going to be looking. You can chat amongst yourselves, Joe.
Really lovely as well. Making these up into a card would be lovely. But I know we've talked about it before, and I'm determined to make it a thing. You know how I get when I get a bee in my bonnet? Really great for making these up just as postcards, these stamps, wouldn't they? You know, you could make it up just as a postcard. Don't maybe make it into a card. Just write something on the back, a little note on the back, and then just send it to someone as is. It'd be a lovely way to use them. And the great thing is, because they're such a big, bold sentiment, you don't really need anything else on there. A little bit of matting and layering. You've done something really quick and easy, but also you've taken the time to hand colour something, which is really, really lovely. Oh, everyone's wishing my brother happy birthday now in the comments. How cute is that?
Oh, your brother's going to be loving this then, isn't he?
I need to just remind you, he's going to be over the moon, he's going to be made up. I need to let you know that the brush and palette collection, which gives you the brush and the palettes, and it also gives you the watercolour card, a third of the stock of that has now sold out and gone. It's a fifth off. You've got a 20% saving, really great price, £9.50 or $19 if you're in the UK. I'm pretty sure that the brushes alone come to £6 just for the 3 individual brushes, so a great price on that whole collection there, which is brilliant. Oh, love the postcard idea. Oh, Barbie thinks that we're both celebrities. Well, Sarah is a celebrity. There's no doubt about that. Anne says she thinks that I'm a celebrity to her, which is fantastic.
We do love Anne.
We do love Anne. If my horn was a bit closer to hand, I'd give you a honk for that, Anne, but you're in luck. I can't reach it at the moment. Very busy. Don't forget as well about what's coming up the rest of the weekend here. We've got some exciting stuff planned, haven't we, for your weekend, Sarah?
We've got all sorts going on this weekend, Joe.
Oh, there is, of course, the UK warehouse sale happening at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. or, of course, UK time. You will be able to see it in the US. Now, I will give you more details about that as we get closer to it over the weekend. But the launch of our brand new show is here on Sunday as well. 4 p.m. in the UK, 11 a.m. if you're on the UK on the East Coast. Second Chance Sunday, and it's all about us bringing deals back that you guys missed out on, giving you a second chance. Now, you can let me know on social media. You can email us here in the studio and let us know the deals that you would love us to bring back. Maybe you missed out on something. Maybe you didn't realise that you needed something quite so desperately, but now you do, but it's not available. Then we can do our best to bring it back for you. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you can email those suggestions into. And then next week, next Friday, definitely mark your diaries, because we've got another show that we're bringing back. The Craft House is back, and it is back in a big, big way. It's going to be back every Friday for 2 hours from 4 till 6. That looks beautiful, Sarah.
I'm pretty thrilled with that, do you want to have another little look at some of my other samples again?
I'd
before we
love
come off
to.
This one. So obviously you've got the Surrey. Look how nice the congrats in. So this is, I love that. I'll go for a zoom so you can see. It's like very, oh, that's a lovely one, that one. Whose is this one? Nikki. That's one of Nikki's. I love that, Nikki. The Enjoy. So of course you've got the Enjoy there. That's on one of those beautiful frames from Vintage Lace that we had on not long ago. This is one that I made live on HSN. Actually, this is one of mine. I love this on the vellum. It looks absolutely fantastic on the vellum. Now, bear in mind, all of these that I'm showing you, this is a preview. So in the US, these were on HSN a few weeks ago. Here in the UK, these are going to be on Create and Craft in the morning. So 7:30 in the morning, all you UK people, tune in and watch our Fiona. She's got a double special launch show in the morning with these gorgeous stamps. She's got, so Fiona is one of our top class colourists in the business. So you're going to be able to watch Fiona and learn some really fantastic different techniques with them. And then of course, those of you who are in Club Inspire can pre-order yours now. So they're being dispatched from the 26th. So that's when like the official availability of them is. So we can't dispatch them today because obviously they don't officially launch till tomorrow. So if you put them on an order, just bear in mind that everything you order on that order, the dispatch date on that order will be automatically set to the 26th. But to be honest, that's only what, because it is a bank holiday weekend, so it would only be Tuesday. So it's basically
just
the next working day. So we're saying officially dispatch them, but it is just we just can't dispatch them today. Those of you who are top tier Club Inspire be ordering before the cut off to get them on a next day delivery. We can't dispatch them today because they're not officially launching till tomorrow. So definitely keep an eye out for that show. I'm so pleased we got to preview. Oh, it's like a mini launch party in the Colour Me Happy show, Joe. We've done a bit of a sneak preview and said you can pre-order them as well.
And it just goes to show, you just got to make sure you watch all of our shows here at Crafters TV, even on a Thursday, because there was things on a Thursday morning that were not there in a Thursday evening. Then we had things turning up in the Thursday evening that were not there in the morning. We had a right day of it yesterday, didn't we, Sarah?
It was a fab day yesterday.
It was amazing. Emma is saying that her husband has got, her and her husband watched together, Sarah. We watched this together. He has bought himself the large guillotine and has designated himself my envelope maker.
I love it. We have a load of husband envelope makers, you know.
Really?
Envelope makers and husband box makers, yes. Quite often I meet couples and they'll say to me, she makes the cards and then I make the stuff to put them in. I think the bloke's like the engineering side of it.
Yeah, I think so. He said he just got excited thinking Sarah was going to use the big guillotine. She got the scissors out instead. He was very disappointed. I'm sure at some point we'll use the guillotine again, so do stay poised. Now, we talked about how great it was that you could get that preview there if you were a Club Inspire member. For those of you, you know, we have so many new viewers joining us all the time at the moment. Some of you might not be familiar with Club Inspire. It's free to join, and here's Sarah to take you through all of the details.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now, on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
All the details there of Club Inspire. Of course, you can use your Club Inspire with your full collection, but you can only do that whilst we have the stock. A large amount of the stock has gone. Right, what is the dead accurate stock right now, producer Laura? 55% of the stock has gone. There's a load of you with this in your baskets. You know, we get to that point all the time where we get to like 60% and then all of a sudden I'm telling you, it's gone, sorry. You know, you all checked out at the same time. I don't want that to happen today with these. We have just as well, under that piece of video there, just made the call across the HQ over the road to say, look, is there any way you can give us any more stock of this large collection? Because we're pretty sure it's going to sell out. If not in the show, then just after the show. And the man from Del Monte, he's saying no. All the stock that we have loaded right now on the system is all the stock that we have available. And I really want you to get these pencils because I know you're going to have a fabulous time. I know you're going to enjoy creating beautiful things with them. But what I really want you to do is get them at the best value. And if you want them at the best value, you need to get this large collection, because to get pencils of this quality for 62 pence is absolutely unbelievable value. But it will not be each and every one of you that is able to get these at 62 pence per pencil, because we just don't have the stock to go around. If they're in your basket, you've been thinking about it, definitely check them out. If you're thinking about going for them, absolutely, you've still got time to come in. I'd say you've definitely got at least maybe 15, 20 minutes or so, but I just don't want you to miss out on them, having decided that you really want them. Talking about things I don't want you to miss out on, the alphabets. 60% now of the alphabets have sold out and gone, and remember, it's the final stock. This is the one, it's the A to Z or Z, and you've got those 4 German letters within there as well. £31, $41, over 60% off is what you're looking at right there. And these are just beautiful, and again, so versatile these, aren't they, Sarah?
They're absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to show you again. This is what I took inspiration from for the project that I'm going to show you, except I don't call my mum, I call her mam. So we're going to do a nice mam little wall, a slightly more simplified version of a wall hanging. But whether it's mam, whether you're doing it, look at this one. Someone made this card for me. I don't even know who it was, but it's gorgeous. What about doing the cards though, or doing them as books? See, I've got a nice short name, so a lot of people who made the samples obviously decided to make samples with my name on. I think what a brilliant idea that is. Or things like happy. I keep pulling out this card. I absolutely love this one. This is brilliant though. Oh, look at this. If you want to do masking techniques, I'm just going to let you get really close in on this. This is one of Karen's. How absolutely gorgeous, because you've masked them off between each other. They're not kind of over, so you would stamp the U first and then you would mask off the U and then stamp around the others. That I just think looks fabulous. Now you don't have to colour these, by the way, with your Aqua Blend pencils. These will colour with any type of colouring medium that you've got. So you could be doing these with your watercolour pens. This one's brilliant. These are being done with some sparkle pens, some sparklings in the background. Not just for cards, you could be like, I mean, personalisation monogramming is like a huge trend at the moment. So you could be doing all of that, you could be doing all that personalisation and monogramming with just individual pieces. Now, if I just leave that one out as that inspiration, get these put away, what we're going to do is we're going to stamp and emboss in some white. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my opaque pigment ink pad so that you guys can see really easily what I'm stamping. So I've got the M first of all. I'm just going to pop it onto one of my rocker blocks. And then I'm going to use that baby blue. All of your opaque pigments, of course, are absolutely brilliant for doing your stamping and embossing with. So I'm just going to stamp down the M so you can see it really well there. And then I'm going to pop this down and I'm going to rock from heel to toe on there. So you've got that lovely stamp, and there you can see that lovely baby blue. It's nice for you to see. However, I'm actually going to use this with some white embossing powder, so you won't, it's going to be white when it's finished. So you put the white detail embossing powder all the way over the background. Now, white embossed backgrounds are absolutely brilliant for working with your watercolour pencils, because they give you like a a raised edge to colour into. So even for me as well with the kids, well, I'm saying with the kids, I mean our Charlie, bless him, struggles with things these detailed, but our Oliver, it gives him like a nice line to work up to. So if I show you this, I'm going to come in with the embossing heat gun, and I'm going to just work over here. Now I'll try and tilt this so that you can see that from the camera. And can you see, as I start to move this is going to, you can see that turning already with the white. Can you see that there? So it turns. And for those of you who might be completely new to all of this, you're basically embossing like this, you must use a special ink pad that is designed for embossing. So our opaque pigments are absolutely perfect for that. And then you must use a heat gun. You can't think, oh, I'll just use my hairdryer, that'll do the same job. Take it from one who tried this back in the day when I started crafting. Very, very difficult to do all of your embossing with that, because it's going to basically just pour the embossing powder all over. So there's that. I've got a lovely little selection of coloured pencils. So I've got my colours out ready, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a nice pink, and I'm going to just take it, just bring it down from the bottom here. And I'm just going to have let's have a look. Oh, there's the pink one. So a little bit of pink, intensive colour down at the bottom, but then I'm only going to bring it so far up, so that what we can do is we can have that lovely shading and the watercolour effect in here. So easy when you're working up to the edge of the embossed line, because the watercolour in here I'm then going to work upwards from the rest of the M. So can you see that? If I come in now with our with a water brush, so I prefer to use the paintbrushes that we have on the show. How are they doing actually, Joe? They haven't sold out yet, have they? But I prefer to work with the paintbrushes.
No, there's still some there. Over a third of the stock has gone. A lot of them in baskets. Again, a lot of them in baskets alongside that big collection at the moment. If you want to get these, they are £9.50 or £19. Not only do you get that, you also get the watercolour card and the palette. Right, how much of the big collection has gone? Wow, okay, this is not going to last. How long we got left on the show? Let me just check the time. Right, we've got 25 minutes left on this show, and loads of you start making your mind up towards the hour. 70% of the big collection has now sold out and gone. Over 70%, in fact. So, people are going to be disappointed. People are going to miss out. You know how people missed out yesterday on the mug, Sarah? And like literally, I mean, it was. I had to log out of Facebook and just, you know, go home a bit sharpish. I thought there was going to be an angry mob outside waiting for me. Well, some people are going to be disappointed today, I think, with this large collection of the pencils. If you've decided you want them, if they're in your basket, definitely check them out now. Talking of 70% of things that are gone, the alphabets, last chance to grab these at over 60% off. Over 70% of the stock has gone. Personalisation means extra pennies, and what a really amazing cost-effective way to get all of these that you will need. £31, $41 if you want to go for them. Remember, you've got those 4 German letters in there as well, which is fantastic. So very, very busy, pretty much across the whole show. I think the thing is with these Colour Me, as we get more and more new viewers all the time, Sarah, our shows just seem to get busier and busier and busier. And I know we keep trying to put more and more and more stock in the shows, but we just aren't really able to keep up with the demand, are we?
Do you know what it is as well? It's because all of our ordering we did pre-corona. So that all happened pre us being ridiculously busy pre-corona time. So when we didn't know quite how busy we were going to be. Now I've just realised that there's a fantastic technique that you can do that I hadn't shown today, which is where you scribble onto a palette like this and create yourself your own little palette. So can you see how nice that is to watercolour with? And then if I want to bring a bit of the deeper shade one in, can you see how I just literally pick up a little bit of colour like that? Now this is brilliant for those of you like me who've got kids at home, who maybe like to always have a go with the pencils, but maybe you don't want to let them have a go with your pencils. You can actually make them their own little palette. So you can see, and sometimes it's just a little bit easier to mix the colours from there if you're working directly from a palette. So there's that one there. Let's do the same up here with the, let's do some like yellows and oranges with this one. So again, if I put a little bit of orange down, a little bit of yellow down on there as well, and all I'm going to to do is pick up that colour. I'm going to come in with the yellow first, so I'm going to work from the outside in. Look how intensive the colours are. So you couldn't do this with just a regular watercolour pencil. You would absolutely need to have an artist grade watercolour pencil to get this sort of coloration and blend. And now I'm going to go and I'm picking up some intensive orange in there. Just going to just slightly dry this off, picking up the intensive orange and blending in the orange from the centre. So you can see how I'm getting that lovely shading of colour with the orange and also a little bit more of the yellow coming in through the edges. So it's nice if you want that lovely watercolory effect. Now I'm going to do the same with the green. Let's pop a couple of green. I'm quite liking this technique for this one here. It's just, if you want a very washed out look, that's what I'm going for here, very washed out look. I'm getting my colours. Now every time what I am doing is I'm taking the excess off the brush. So it's not too wet at all. And you can see obviously you've got the white bits there. But you can see it's so easy when I'm bringing this together and just starting to mix. You don't want this to be too wet. And I've still used the watercolour cardstock to create this base palette here. Much easier when you're picking up from a watercolour base like this and getting that lovely blend. What's everyone saying about this technique, Joe?
Oh, everyone absolutely loves them. And I think a lot of people are realising the penny's dropping for a lot of people, Sarah, that actually, you know, this is actually a really accessible medium of colouring because actually it means then that, you know, people I think are realising they will be able to do it. A lot of people suggesting as well that the palette technique is a really good one because it means that if you want to get the little ones involved, you haven't got to let them loose with your amazing quality pencils.
Absolutely.
So a great way of using them. Really, really busy though. Again, I know I keep stressing it. I can't stress it enough how busy it is on that large collection. If you want to, then you need to, if you want them, you need to get your order placed basically and get them checked out because it is really, really busy. And remember, you can always watch and shop at the same time. And you can do that over on our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. So you never miss any of the demonstrations whilst you're getting your orders placed. And remember as well, when your pencils turn up, you're going to be able to come back over on Crafters TV and watch this whole thing back again. And you could even maybe go back, if you wanted to the previous Colour Me Happy show that we did. How many weeks ago do you think that was? I reckon it was about 6 or 7 weeks ago, Sarah, would you say?
I was going to say there was one last week, but I realised what you mean, the previous watercolour one.
Yes, the watercolour pencil one.
Because I've tried to do completely different things today to what I did there because all of these shows, as you say, do live on. Do you know what we'll try and do, Joe? How about me and you will go and find that one and reshare the link to it on our... I'll share it on my Facebook page and you can share it on your Facebook page as well. And then
Fabulous
people can
idea.
easily go and find that.
Robin sent us in a picture. I wonder if it's Robin in Maryland that sent us the picture in, but it is beautiful. It is Robin from Maryland that sent the picture in. Well, it's Robin's husband that makes the delicious pecan pies, but that is a gorgeous, gorgeous flower that you've done there. I love that I can remember everyone by what they've eaten or what they've been cooking or baking. It's like sort of my locator. I'm also I can't speak. The only thing I can say in Italian is mi dispiace, mi italiano non è molto buono, which means that sorry I don't speak Italian, but I am fluent in menu in Italian. So if you take me to an Italian on holiday and there's no English names on there, I know what they all are. Don't ask me how. Loads of you saying how much you love these shows. Next week for Colour Me Happy, I'm going to be here with Leanne, and we're going to be looking at inks next week. So we're going to be colouring, but in a slightly different way. So we've got our I think is it our colour tints? I'm going to get the name word. Someone's going to double check for me.
You try and get you have got the aqua tints.
That's what I was going to go. I was going to say, do you know what I said in my head? Can I tell you about the inner dialogue that just happened there?
Go on,
I went, it's aqua tints. And then I went, no, Joe, you're only saying that because this week you're selling Aquaben pencils and it is your brain trying to trick you into the fact they're called aqua tints. So I didn't go with it. Turns out I was right all along.
Yep, they are aqua blend. They are. Oh, I'm saying aqua blend now. They are aqua tint. Look at this, Joe. I'd got my card ready, and I was so pleased with myself. And now I've lost one. I'm so pleased that I'd been organised to get all my mats and layers ready ahead of time. And now I've realised I've got 3 letters and only 2 layers. So look what I've done. I've just been very resourceful and cut that out of the back, and no one's ever going to know that was missing.
No one would have known if you weren't on. If you weren't live to thousands of people on Crufts TV. We would never have guessed. Absolutely never a guess. Oh my, Lynn's delivery has turned up. Are you ready? Shut the front door, Lynn. Look at this for a delivery.
What's
what
Lynn
we
got?
got in there then? We've got
Oh, what a delivery, Lynn. That looks fabulous.
That is amazing. I wonder if we put that handwritten note in for Lynn saying that it was all
it's all
gifted.
Congratulations, Lynn,
Yeah,
you've
well
won a
done,
prize. Absolutely love it. Brilliant. Right, let's have a look then. I'm going to get this laid down. So I've done a nice big long card. Obviously because I've got 3 nice big long letters. So I've got my base card, just a little bit of matting and layering on there. Nobody's going to know that little bit's missing. My tape pen just ran out and I'm going for speed, so I'm using my dotty tape pen here, but literally just for speed, because I know we're getting towards the end of the show, Joe, and it is Craft Vault Day.
Ooh.
So I need to be finished in enough time for you to be able to tell everybody about the Craft Vault deals.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a buy one, get one free today within the Craft Vault. And so we've got a really, really great selection of bits within there as well. So there's loads of that coming up. You can get ahead right now on the website for the Craft Vault items. You can pop along to the website, click in the Colour Me Happy show. You've already been buying a lot of it, and you'll see all the Craft Vault items. They'll all have the little tag on them that says Craft Vault, so you'll be able to see exactly what you've got in there, which is fantastic. Oh, congratulations if you got the pencil sharpener. It has sold out, so congratulations. We'll do our best to get that back in stock for you, but it has sold out at the moment. Where's my box? Hang on, you ready? Yes, I'm not normally a good aim, but it was quite a long way over there, and it went in off the back of the box. But still, I'll take that as a win. All the same. Lots of you talking about the warehouse sale at the moment. What I might do, I don't know shall I ask Sarah if I'm allowed to?
It sounds to me like you've already made your mind up in your head that whatever you're going to do, you are about to do.
Maybe I could do a little bit of a Facebook Live over on my page later today, to maybe just give you a bit of a preview about the warehouse clearance.
You cheeky monkey.
Do you reckon I can get away with that, Sarah?
Well, you've said it live on here now, so if I say no, then everybody's going to say, Sarah, what a spoil sport you are.
Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I kind of put you in the corner there a little bit, didn't I?
Yes, no choice for me there. I guess that's what Joe's doing now then.
So I tell you what we'll do, a little bit later tonight, I'll have to just see if anyone else, because what time's Craig's Facebook Live? He's live on a Friday night, isn't he?
Does he go live at 6 o'clock?
Is it 6 o'clock? Let's do... I'll find out and I'll let you know. Keep your eye on my Facebook page later. I'll find out what I'm allowed to tell you. There's a lot of people asking about the logistics of the warehouse sale and where they have to order and how they have to do it. I'll find out all that information for you, and I'll keep you right, and I'll give you maybe a little bit of a sneaky preview if you can, and we'll pop it over. I will pop something up on Instagram for you too as well. People saying yes, Steve. I feel like people are getting a bit panicked about it, Sarah, because people just want to make sure they're not going to miss out.
I think I would understand. So when we did the US one a few weeks ago, well, Joe, I tell you what, I remember going home and I was like so tired and needing to lie down, but I was still just buzzing. I was like, oh, because it had been such, I think panic is probably the word. People were like panic buying because things were going so fast. So I promise you, make sure, as long as you're on our email list, we are going to be sending you an email on Saturday with the full details of everything that's going to be on the show, so that if you want to pre-order and then tune in for the show, you absolutely can do that.
Yeah, and make sure you check your junk folders as well. Just don't want you to miss the email. A couple of you missed it last time. That looks beautiful and just shows you why.
I might go and drop it off for tonight on the doorstep.
That'd be really lovely. It just shows you as well why it's great to have these, because you don't see many MAM cards, do you? So it's great you're able to make that yourself, which is amazing. It's incredible. Now, very busy on those alphabets. I need to let you know, 80% of the big collection is sold out and gone. It doesn't take into consideration everyone that's got this in their basket and is in the checkout process at the moment as well. Christine Mahoney, she's like a dog with a bone. She's like, I need to know what the next Sarah signature collection is going to be. If I tell you that, Christine, I'll get the sack.
She's pushing a look because she knows you say stuff in the middle of here, and then I have to agree to it. No.
Absolutely not. You've got a while to wait yet, I'm afraid, Christine. Right, I want to give you a bit of a recap as well. It's time for, well, we call it a pen and paper time, but it's really like iPhone sticky note time, isn't it? Time for you to write down maybe the bits you're going to shop for. We're going to have to be quick though. Remember, the big collection, the best way to get the best value when it comes to your Aquablend pencils is to shop for this one right here. In here, you've got 96 pencils. When you take off the cost of the extra bits that you've got, £60 and 4 pence is the cost of those pencils. When you break that down, cost per pencil, it is actually 62 pence per pencil, which is unbelievable value for money. We've got that starter kit available for you as well. I know we've called it the Technique kit in the description. I think on the web it might be called the starter kit. A third of the stock's gone here. £35 or $49 gives you everything that was in the larger kit, but just one of the tins of pencils rather than 4 tins of the pencils. So a great sort of dip your toe in, a great try me price of £35, $49. Also, maybe, do you know what with that? Maybe that's a great one you could send to someone else. Remember, as always, with everything we bring you here at Crafters Companion, you can pay for it, we'll send it to someone else. You could do that with the boys collection. We call this the boys collection because it's got, you know, the reds and the blues and the greens and those traditionally more masculine colours in. So that's why we've called it that. £20 for this one gets you the primaries, and also the watercolour card. £20, $27 there. 20%'s gone. It's a 30% saving. We also then have as well the girls one, so sort of the more feminine, traditionally more feminine colours within here. £20 or $27 with the watercolour card. Again, a 30% saving on that one. Now, the alphabets. So busy on the alphabet. 70% of the stock has sold out and gone. Last chance to get these ones with the German words that are in there as well. German words. I'll tell you, I don't know what's wrong with me today. German letters. So you can construct those German words. Of course, you've got A to Z. What you've got, I mean, even if you didn't want the 4 German ones in there, you've got a half price deal, even if you don't include the cost of those, but great to have them as well. £31 or $41. Now the brushes with the palette and the watercolour card, super busy on this. You're going to get the 1/2 inch wash brush, you're going to get a size 3, and you're also going to get a size 6 in that configuration. They're saving a 5th, which is great. Don't forget that VIP sneak preview we gave you as well, the chance to pre-order on the decorative floral word stamp collection. A lot of you placing your order now, and I know a lot of you will be tuning into the shows tomorrow on Create and Craft to see even more inspiration from these. You get the rocker blocks included in there as well. £35 or $48 there is your price. What a great show we have had, Sarah. We've had loads of fun, haven't we?
I know, I absolutely love the Colour Me Happy shows. I just think they're nice, they're relaxing. So many of you join in with us. You can colour along at the same time. We've got so many different colouring products that we're able to do so many different techniques every week. It really is wonderful. I've loved the cards that we've made today. I think there's been loads of lovely stuff. Like Jo says, those beautiful decorative floral word stamps as well. If you want to get those on pre-order, we're going to be dispatched from the next working day, since it's Bank Holiday weekend. We're still here on Bank Holiday Monday. There's just a regular Monday for us, so we won't be going anywhere. Don't you worry. Big weekend though. Make sure you join Jo tomorrow for the best parts of the week, and then obviously you've got your brand new Second Chance Sunday show coming up on Sunday with myself and Jo, as well as that wonderful warehouse clearance. So that is it from me for today. However, as Colour Me Happy finishes, we have another little mini show that comes up at the end of every one of our shows. It's where Jo gets to give away all my stock in Jo's amazing craft vault. So Jo, what you got for us today in Craft Vault?
Oh, so much stuff. A really good variation of different bits and bobs in the Craft Vault today. There is a bit of everything, but everything is on a buy one, get one free, which is fantastic. Now, we're going to start off with some of our cut and emboss folders, and these are Brilliant, because these are an embossing folder, and what they've got in them is a die cut embedded within them, a die. So you've got two different ones here in this collection. So you've got the Vichy frame, and then what this has been done is this has been cut, and then this has just been highlighted with a little bit of gilding wax, and you can see all that detail that you get in there. It really is absolutely gorgeous. And then so you've got the Vichy, and then you've also got in here the Biarritz frame as well. It's that lovely sort of heart-shaped one, and again, just that little bit of gilding wax in there, just gives it a really lovely edge. Also, maybe you could put a loving couple having a little peck in the middle of there as well, and a little scrapbook page. $14.99 would normally get you one. It's buy one get one free, of course. You only need to order one. We'll send you two. $14.99 or $16 if you want to go for those. Oh, Blooming Lilies is the next one we're going to go to. Now, we've got some wonderful floral dies. Now, these are fantastic because these allow you to make really gorgeous creations. Let's just turn it over so you can see the side that's on here. And it's almost like you have a background, and then what you'll do is you'll cut this, you'll lay it over, but fantastic to get your watercolour involved within here as well. You can see, I'm not sure if you can see how much dimension there is on there, but it's overlaid and it just really does make it pop. So you've got that one there, and that one is your bird branch, and then you've got Blooming Lilies as well. Lilies are actually my favourite flower, so these are gorgeous. I would love this. And again, look at that, just as a really lovely little keepsake to give to someone. $14.99 would normally get you one. However, today as part of the craft vault, you will get two, which is tremendous. That is our dies there. Right, Christmas collection, awesome. Gorgeous embossing folders. Now, not just embossing folders, our 3D embossing folders. Now, normally, let me try and explain it to you. I'll use this. So with an embossing folder, normally, you'd have the normal bit and then the bit that's embossed. So you'd have two different layers in your embossing folder. What we've done with ours, with the 3D embossing folder, is we've molded them so it's sculpted. So it's not just a raised and a lowered section. You've actually got something that's sculpted into the paper, and it really makes such a huge difference to the effect that you get. So the first one you've got here is decorative holly, and this is what it does. It gives you this beautiful effect and texture on there. Someone's actually cut an aperture in there and put a lovely little watercolor scene behind that, which of course you can do. And you're going to get as well under the mistletoe, and I think that's beautiful. The way that's been used there is really subtle, just on a piece of ivory cardstock, just matted and layered up. A really, really beautiful way of using it. $6.99 or $9.95 if you want to go for that one. Right, we've got a shaker card, ooh, 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 ooh. Taylor Swift's favourite card, allegedly. I cannot confirm or deny that that is fact. Now, what we've got here are your shaker cards, and we've got, these are so popular, I don't know how I managed to get these in the craft vault for you. We've got this one here, which is your sweet treat, but look at what it makes. It is so super duper fun. These are wonderful as well as things like cake toppers in the tops of cakes. Wonderful, just made up as little toppers as well. There's loads you can do, or make them into a big project like this. They work wonderfully well. And the next one we've got for you is Let's Make Cocktails. That's what so many of us are going to be doing, aren't we? It is Friday. Loads of us will be doing that. And again, you can make these quite colourful. You could actually make these monochrome if you wanted to as well. There's loads of different ways you could use this. Let me just show you how that makes it. Look at how that just pops on the top of there. I mean, someone's done a really, really lovely job of creating that one there. $14.99 or $19.95 if you want to go for that. Right, up next, Cute and Party. Amazing. Now, these are our edgeable dies, and these are the ones that cut into here, and they give you that sentiment that goes over the edge of your cardstock. Now, it's up to you how you use them. You can use them over the edge as an edgeable, or you can use them as inside an aperture if you want to. You'll find another, there's a frame die on our website that you could grab that goes alongside these that would either cut them into your cardstock as you're seeing, or you could just use a craft knife or something like that if you wanted to, or even maybe adapt one of your die cuts to do it. Not only are you going to get the die itself, you're also going to get the stamp as well, and it's cute, and then the stamp is as a button that you can pop under it. And you've also got Party here, and the Party one says let's it says invitation, and you've also got let's, so you can have let's party or party invitation. It gives you the most amount of options when it comes to using that, which is fantastic. Well, that's it. What a show we have had. Should we get Can I get one last stock check on those pens? I know it's cheeky. Can we just have a little look? Now, don't forget, loads coming up still this weekend. The best of will be here tomorrow at 11 a.m. in the UK with myself, or 6 a.m. if you're on the East Coast. Remember that UK warehouse sale is coming up as well on Saturday, 11 a.m. here in the UK, 6 a.m. if you're on the East Coast. And then also we've got that Second Chance Sunday. The launch of that is coming up at 4 p.m. in the UK, 11 a.m. on the East Coast. A brand new show bringing you back some incredible deals, and it's all about the deals that you guys want to see. Now, the big collection of the pencils, I need to let you know 85% of that has gone. If everyone checks out their basket, we'll be very close to a sellout situation, so definitely get those orders in. It was an absolute pleasure to spend the week with you again. Well, the midweek. We've still got plenty left to go. It was lovely to get to do it. Another Colour Happy Me. Colour Happy Me? That's not what it's called, is it? It's called Colour Me Happy. If you're in the UK, enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you have a great morning. Have a fabulous weekend if I don't see you. But I'll see you back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. Take care.